Welcome to this explainer. Today, we are going to completely demystify the cloud engineering landscape. If you've been trying to figure out exactly how to navigate this booming industry, well, you're in the right place. We're going to break down the specific roles, the must-have skills, and the real-world compensation so you can confidently decide which cloud career path actually fits your unique skills and financial goals. Let's get into it.
Here is our roadmap for today. We'll start with the invisible digital grid, move on to the shared cloud foundation, choose your cloud path, look at the AI salary multiplier, and wrap it all up with a concrete 90-day action plan.
Kicking things off with part 1, the invisible digital grid.
It's honestly wild to think about, but cloud infrastructure is literally everywhere. Think about it for a second. Every single time you ask an AI a question, or every time Netflix streams a video to 260 million subscribers at the exact same time without glitching, a cloud engineer designed the infrastructure to make that happen. Even when a bank approves your transaction in milliseconds, it's cloud infrastructure doing the heavy lifting. You can't see it, you can't touch it, but it is absolutely the electrical grid of our modern digital world.
And the stakes here are just massive. In 2026, the world is spending $679 billion on cloud infrastructure annually. Let that number sink in for a moment. Because of this massive investment, an astonishing 94% of enterprises globally are now running on the cloud, and they are aggressively hiring for these roles. The demand is universal, crossing almost every single industry on the planet.
Moving right along to part 2, the shared cloud foundation. Now, you don't just jump straight into building complex systems. Before you can run, you gotta walk, right? Step 1 is mastering Linux. It's the absolute bedrock of modern cloud engineering. Step 2, you choose one primary platform to master deeply, whether that's AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud. Then, step 3 is where things get really fun. You learn to automate your infrastructure using tools like Terraform, turning manual clicks into reusable code. And finally, step 4 is orchestrating containers at scale with Kubernetes. This specific sequence, it's your proven pathway to becoming a highly paid professional.
Okay, part 3. Choose your cloud path. Let's look at the 4 distinct archetypes.
First up, we've got the builder, often called the cloud infrastructure engineer. If you're the type who loves getting your hands dirty, setting things up, provisioning compute and storage, and being that foundational architect who, might get paged at 3 a.m. when a server goes down, this one's for you. It's the most common and accessible entry point into the industry, letting you turn what used to take weeks of manual setup into just minutes of automated deployment.
Next is the automator, which covers DevOps and site reliability engineers. These folks live right at the fascinating intersection of software development and operations. Their whole mission is to make sure code gets from a developer's laptop to live production safely and instantly using CI/CD pipelines. Right now, this archetype has the highest volume of job openings on the market. That mix of software development understanding and cloud infrastructure expertise is super rare, and it commands a serious premium.
Then we have the guardian, the cloud security engineer. Consider this. A single cloud breach costs companies an average of $4.5 million in 2026. So if you have a defensive mindset, this is the fastest growing and highest paying specialization out there. Traditional security teams simply don't know how to protect these complex, newly built cloud surfaces. As a guardian, you'll be designing the security architectures that prevent those multi-million-dollar disasters.
And finally, we have the strategist, the cloud architect. Now, this isn't a role you just walk into on day one. It's a role you grow into after 5 to 8 years of hands-on experience. The strategist designs the blueprint for entire organizations, manages massive budgets, and makes sure technical choices actually align with overarching business goals. This role represents the absolute highest ceiling in the cloud industry.
Looking at the numbers, the financial reality of these paths is pretty stark. Starting as a builder offers a really solid 6-figure entry point, but specializing later on, moving into the guardian or the strategist, dramatically raises your career salary ceiling globally, pushing compensation well past that $200,000 to $300,000 mark.
Which brings us to part 4, the AI salary multiplier.
So here's the reality of the situation today. Every single AI system in the world runs on cloud infrastructure. Period. And to support these massive, power-hungry workloads, 87% of enterprises are now utilizing multi-cloud strategies, meaning they're spreading workloads across AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud all at the same time. What does this mean for you? Well, you don't need to actually build complex AI models yourself, but you absolutely must know how to build the infrastructure, the GPU clusters, the vector databases, and the machine learning pipelines that those AI models run on.
We like to call this the AI multiplier effect. A standard senior cloud engineer is very well compensated, sitting at around $180,000.
But if you take those exact same infrastructure skills and apply them specifically to AI workloads to become an AI infrastructure architect, you are looking at a staggering 25% to 40% premium, easily pushing base salaries to $240,000. It is without a doubt the single most powerful salary lever in the tech industry today.
All right, let's bring it all together with Part 5, your 90-day action plan to get you from zero to job ready.
You might actually want to save this exact sequential 90-day breakdown, because this is exactly what hiring managers are looking for. Days 1 to 30 are all about your platform foundations. And please, don't just watch videos. Actually deploy a real web app yourself. Then days 31 to 60, you automate that infrastructure using Terraform and document it on GitHub. Finally, days 61 to 90 are for pairing a high ROI certification, like the AWS Solutions Architect Associate, with deploying a functional Kubernetes cluster.
And here is exactly why that hands-on approach matters so much for your resume. Employers completely ignore the passive learners who just study the fundamentals. Your resume absolutely must reflect the active builder, someone who designs, deploys, automates, and can actually prove their capability with documented public projects. That is how you stand out and win in a highly competitive 2026 hiring market.
I want to leave you with this one simple thought. Every AI model needs servers. Every server lives in the cloud, and every cloud needs engineers. With the global cloud market projected to reach a staggering $2.9 trillion by 2034, this infrastructure is literally the foundation of the future. The only question left for you is, which of the 4 paths are you going to choose to start building the infrastructure the world runs on?